Greetings, folks, and welcome back to the channel. I am your host, Coco Smooth, the casual collector, and in this segment of Masters of the Universe, the Masterverse, I am showcasing the Rulers of the Sun, Sunman Pighead from the Masterverse edition. Now, you're probably wondering, well, when was this? What is going on? Sunman, the Rulers of the Sun, was a toy line done originally in the 80s by this family, this mom who was trying to have her own son be able to see himself in a He-Man like line, because to be honest, they didn't come have a black character in He-Man up until Clamp Champ, and that was towards the end of the line. So Sunman was invented. I did a video on Sunman in my older channel, one of my other channels, Coco Smooth, the casual, the vinyl therapist, and this is the Sunman that was done in the Masterverse line, and he looks pretty cool. I like this character. I was Mattel bought the 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 rights to do this. I think they bought the license to this if they didn't buy the whole thing outright. And I'm glad that they integrated Sunman and the cast of characters into the line to some degree, at least in the Origins line mostly. They have not really did a whole set for Masterverse yet, but I'm very glad they did, because I'm glad for my Sunman and Pighead. I wish they would do more, but we will see. I don't know. I guess the problem is Sunman might be a little too niche. Not too many people understand, where this character come from, so they don't have the same nostalgic allegiance to this as somebody like me who kind of always wanted one, because I've always seen it in the community, but your boy Coco didn't have access to this stuff. But now that I do, like, oh snap, here we go. And this is Pigman from Rulers of the Sun. He's the nemesis of Sunman. I'm just kidding. Wicked enemy of the Sunman, right? Says here, Pighead. Let me raise it up so that you guys can see it. I was going to get this no matter what, just because I never had this in my line, and I wish they did this in Classics. I would have definitely picked it up if they did this under the Classics line. Pighead, wicked enemy of Sunman. The Rulers of the Sun punished Prince Zegor of House Shadis for his cruelty, banished him to the shadows, and transformed him into Pighead, half man, half pig. Now he has one goal: steal the energy from the first sun, so that he might harness its power and rule the galaxy. Only one man stands in his way: Sunman. It's a pretty good box art, honestly. Well, so now Pighead gets to hang out with Skeletor and the other baddies. I'm glad they integrated this. I'm hoping that at some point Mattel gets the rights to do something, at least the license to do Thundercats too. Thundercats and Sectars, so that we could have, Sectars in the line under, with this kind of bucks and stuff. You know what I'm saying? But that's just me. All right. Yeah. I'm guessing that, as you can see here, the shield already has some kind of like defect on it, but it is what it is. Yeah. Your boy Coco, pretty happy that they got these, diversity versions of He-Man into the line, since I think they look great. And as a kid, I would have definitely loved to see more Asians that are at least kind of good guys in the line. It didn't have to be like any specific Asian, just, Asian-ish. But they did. We had Jitsu and Ninjor, but no homies for He-Man, Okay, let's see. Oop, I forget that. I always seems to forget this corner right here. Yeah. Ugh. But man, I am happy. Pigman. If only they did this in classics. But yeah, look at him. He looks pretty good. He's got. I know. I'm hoping I can take that off, whatever that is. Dry skeet. And I just touched it. Gross. That's what it is. I don't know. Uh, as I'm recording this, I just want y'all to know that it stressed me out when I saw that Gridiron Studios came up with this really awesome vehicle, but it's $400. And your boy Coco really wants it, but your boy Coco is also not the most financially ready for something like that. So I may have to win the lottery. You know what I mean? Your boy Coco gets to win, something like that. I don't even play the lottery. So it comes up with these things. I think this might be like a whip kind of thing, or a snake kind of. Okay, like a gummy snake. It's missing chamoy. Tahine. Your boy Coco would definitely die from diabetic shock as a result of Mexican candy. It is what I love. It's my weakness. It's my kryptonite. Yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna have to give this dude, if I can. Oh, let me take off his hand so y'all can see it. Ugh. Jeez, the one hand that I really want is the hardest one to get. Yeah, I'm gonna replace this unless this requires. Oh yeah, it looks like the shield thing can do this. Now the joints are kind of on the gummy side. Yikes! But he's got a strong pimp hand. Pig man with my pimp hand. Smack. Okay, so one of the things that I noticed off the bat is that his thighs are not nearly as thick as your boy's son. You know what I'm saying? But he looks good. I love his greenish color. It reminds me very much of Demo Man's color scheme. At least, yeah, Demo Man. Where the heck is his joints at? What the hell? Well, how the heck are you gonna bring your arms down? Okay, here you go. I'm gonna say, well, I gotta find it somewhere. uh Joint? Where'd you go? Oh, here it is. It was hiding. I was like, what the heck? Where'd you go? Yeah, so I guess this is supposed to be his shoulder, for the shoulder. Yeah, shoulder pauldrons, right? Yeah, kind of hard to keep it up here. This is going to be a little bit of a problem, folks. Just a little bit of a problem, right? Kind of happy about this, Pigman. Yeah, I was going to get this no matter what because I already bought Sunman. I mean, and he needed his nemesis. What I was afraid is that Pigman was going to be much smaller, and I think he kind of is, but because Sunman is just so towering, so huge. But now that I look at it, he's not nearly as big as this Pigman's not nearly as small as I thought he was going to be. So I'm pretty excited that I got him. Now my problem is, okay, so I guess I don't need to change the thing because he's going to have his shield here. Man, with Skeet Ulrich all over the place here. The fudge. I don't even know what that is. Y'all let me know, kids. The heck is this? Can this be scraped off? Should it be scraped off? I don't know. Like, the heck is this? You know what I mean? It looks like dry super glue or something. Gorilla glue, which doesn't make sense because I don't know. Either way. Ugh. Well, yo, I'm sorry, folks. Your boy Coco has a degenerate mind. So, anywho, we put the shield on. So sorry. I don't know why he chose this color. It may have been what it was. Oh, gee, what? I gotta research. But this is gummy. Sometimes I don't know who they're trying to cater to. Which customer? Chicks or dudes? Come on. Make up your mind, folks. Anywho, where does this go? I'm sorry. I gotta collect myself. Okay, enough of this. Um, yeah, I have no idea where this thing is. Okay, okay, based on the box art here, supposed to go. Oh. Okay. Unleash the dragon. Cisco. All right, here we go. Here we go. Yeah, this is actually kind of cool. So, they should have given you a solid color for a weapon. Because, man, yeah, that's not a good color. Your boy Coco has seen too many of that color randomly in the hub back in the day. Anywho, here we go. When your boy had degenerate tendencies, but not anymore. Just saying. Here we go. Yeah, Pigman's looking pretty good. Yeah, and he gets to hang out with the likes of Skeletor, vintage Skeletor. Now, I like the way this looks. It's a good look. Skeletor and Pigman now working together to mess things up. It's a good look. Pigman, Skeletor, and New Eternia Faker. Now we got a tribe of bad guys. I think this is a good look. Now, I don't know about this. This thing is... Will it look good in a black light? We'll see. Let us test, shall we? A little bitish. Right? The black light test. No, it doesn't really affect it too much. Now, it's not a black light friendly piece, but to be fair, I do have a whole bunch of lights going on right now, so yeah. But yeah, final thoughts on this thing. It looks great. My opinion, his representation is what I needed in my life. Now, I just wish that they'd have they included more in the Masterverse because this thing looks great, and I just like more added to the lore. You know what I mean, of He-Man and the Masters of the Universe. Now we got Sunman and the other Masters. This is great. I love the fact that Sunman in his own world, and these guys have their own world, and somehow universe is vast. So Masters of the Universe has space for all of this. You know what I'm saying? I think it makes absolute gosh dang sense. And I think it's a win across the board. I'm just saddened that I don't think that it did financially well enough to warrant more, which I hope they change their mind. I hope they still make them, find a way to integrate them, because dang it, this is good. He-Man with more homies and villains to include in the line is a total win for me. You know what I'm saying? So, but that's just me. Of course, I'm a homer. I'm a He-Man like kind of homer, and I want more for the Masters of the Universe line just in general, because as long as it's congruent, and this line is freaking congruent. It doesn't get any more congruent than this, other than maybe Fuerza T. You know what I mean? So, yeah, it's a good look. I just wish that this didn't have any dry skeet on it, whatever the heck it is, because it's just, it's just gross. I'm hoping I can find a way to clean it up. Community, if you guys know how to clean this up, whatever it is, because it looks more like super glue, whatever it is. It doesn't need to be super glue. Like somebody drip extra Gorilla Glue or whatever or something. Let me know. All right, folks. Well, that is all I got for this segment of Masters of the Universe, the Masterverse, Sunman, Pighead edition. I am your host, Coco Smooth, the Casual Collector. And until the next video, folks, ciao.